Boss Watch is a segment that we do every week where we take a look at the illegal actions of employers, particularly, though not exclusively, in the southern United States. Right here in Alabama, two women are suing the city of Huntsville, Alabama, from right where we are at, for discrimination. Both are represented by Huntsville attorney Richard Newton. Allison Ellis, a former police dispatcher, claims she faced discrimination based on her gender and religion. She is also suing Michael Dunley, a lieutenant at the Huntsville Police Department. WHNT reports that Ellis was working part-time as a dispatcher at the Huntsville Police Department in 2023 when she became pregnant with her third child. Documents show that Ellis informed her supervisor that she needed to leave work early to make midwife appointments for prenatal care, but was instead yelled at by her supervisor, saying she needed to schedule the appointments on different days. The complaint said an HPD dispatch sergeant also threatened Ellis's job a few months later, saying, "You know, Allison, I might not let you come back to work following maternity leave once you pop out that baby." Records show that Ellis made an internal complaint against the sergeant because of the comment, and she met with two Huntsville Human Resources staff members about the issue in July 2024. Court records show that Ellis began her maternity leave in October 2024, and the complaint said that Ellis had previously discussed her religious beliefs with Danley when she began working part-time in 2023. Documents said Ellis is a seventh-day Sabbath keeper and observes the Sabbath from Friday at sundown through Saturday. Ellis's attorney said that Danley had previously said he understood Ellis's religious observance and would not have a problem making a faith-based accommodation for her. According to the complaint, when Ellis was set to return to work in late December 2024 and early July 2025, Danley said that the only time she could work were Friday evenings and Saturday. The complaint said this happened despite Danley knowing about her religious beliefs. After plaintiff re-notified Danley of her faith-based work schedule needs, opposing the discriminatory demand he made on plaintiff regarding that, Danley refused to reinstate plaintiff and effectively fired her for that opposing workplace discrimination. Records show Ellis is asking for compensatory damages and compensatory and punitive damages in the case. The other dispatcher suing the city is Katrina Brady. She alleges discrimination based on sex and race, but you'll have to subscribe to the newsletter to see that, or just Google the reporting from WHNT, because we got to get to Union Busters. This segment of Boss Watch, which covers national updates, is sponsored by Labor Lab. Labor Lab is an employer watchdog organization. They are committed to safeguarding the right to organize through unions, collective bargaining, and mutual aid. They do this by combing through reports that Union Busters are required to file with the Department of Labor. So here are last week's filings. Airstream in Ohio hired LRI Consulting Services for $425 an hour. Best Virginia Heating and Cooling in West Virginia hired Miller and Amos, attorneys at law, for $90 to $395 an hour. Workers are still in the middle of a union campaign there. Verbal Beginnings in Maryland hired GRCA. Workers won that union election, even though the Union Busters did not file until after the union election was completed. Amazon in California hired North River Consulting for $250 an hour. Martinetti in Connecticut hired MAJ Consulting Services. They did not file until after the union election was over, but workers won that election anyway. And ELG Metals in California hired Labor Information Services for $315 an hour. That union election is still open. You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.